Scully Avenue. Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. And on the mound today, Roki Sasaki. What do we have on him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
All right, first pitch coming up. Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. 1-1 now. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, first baseman.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Swing and a foul out of play. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Strike three. It's a strikeout for Roki. Santana wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. That knocks them down to one challenge left. One out man at first. James McCann in now.
Hey.
McCann goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting third in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. Outside.
Nope. Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Here's a 2-2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Batting fourth, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
Two on, 1 out.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone here on opening day. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
For so many guys want to hit. And so when you're not given pitches to hit, most guys can get anxious and try to create something that's not there.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. And that one is lifted in the air. Pajes under it. And that'll do it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Arizona, Eduardo Rodriguez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 0-1. That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That's a ball.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike. In the air, right field. 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand. He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That misses. Ball 2. And another ball. And there's ball 4.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. Out towards right center field. Thomas takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Yep, that ball went out.
Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Outside.
On the ground, Perdomo. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. So the Dodgers leave one. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Inside, ball one.
Swings through that one for strike one.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
That's ball two.
Pitch
Whoa,
misses,
that's down.
and that's ball three. Fouled off to the right. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes going back on this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away.
Batting eighth, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
This is Corbin Carroll. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. And that one fouled off. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Los Angeles, or should I say back to back here in Los Angeles. Siggy, these fans are watching their Dodgers play for the first time since they won the World Series.
Yeah, and they're celebrating a title and opening day. What could be better?
Man, how good was Yamamoto in that series?
Absolutely unreal. Baseball fans across the board will not forget his performance for a long time.
Thomas has a beat on it. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. That one opts against the fence. And into second with one away. That's a double.
That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And Anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Liner caught at second.
Batting eighth, designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And that is out of play. Man at second. Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike. High fly ball, right field. Carroll settles under this one. And that is the third out of the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. That one missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two. Swings and sends a rocket to right. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next, for the Diamondbacks.
Zingy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. That's down and in. That one way inside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. In the air, left field. Hernandez under it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Up next, for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Carlos Santana.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Hey!
Top of the third, no score. That's in there. 0-2 now.
Those are the pitches that make you wonder if this offense is being too patient with their approach. Lots of fastballs in for strikes, not even a swing. They're more than capable of making contact with those pitches, so they need to let it fly.
Two down, nobody on. And that's a strikeout looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And it's fouled off. There's a strike. Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Wow, short work to send it packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
No. Inside.
The lefty, the 1-0. And that one fouled off.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Walked his first time.
Hey!
Oh, 0-2 now. Out to short, Perdomo. Whips it to first. And that is that. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here at Dodger Stadium as we go to the top of the fourth. James McCann stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This one in the air, right field. Call. Makes his way towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Jack Dreyer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Scott getting loose as well. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. Fly to center his first time.
Ball, that's low.
Perdomo measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, down.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Popped up. Rojas under it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off
four.
for the Dodgers,
And at the plate for the Dodgers,
first baseman,
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
On the ground to short. Perdomo on to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Foul ball there. All tied up here on opening day. Left field. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Here's Betts. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Man at second. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Arenado to first in time, and 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Ooh, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Man on second, 2 down. On a line. That is the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jack Dreyer.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Alec Thomas now. His first at bat was a strikeout.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's
Nope,
downstairs. And that's ball one. That misses
Outside,
off the
ball.
outside edge. And it remains 2-2.
There you go.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. In the air to left center. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Jorge Barrosa.
All one.
Strike one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So digging in, Corbin Carroll. Over to first, and he's safe. He's 0 for 1. That's inside. And it's 1-0.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
One away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. And we're at the top of the fifth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low, 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Corbin goes down on strikes. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now pitching for the Dodgers,
Tanner Scott on to pitch here.
66, Tanner Scott.
Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning.
Well, that one was headed for the gap, but a nice leaping catch. He goes up, perfect timing, and that will end the inning.
Back here in L.A., we head to the bottom of the fifth. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's in for a strike. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. There's a 1-1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. McCann fires. Out. Caught stealing. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. Gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And foul ball. Sends him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Hernandez thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swings over the top of that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. And now Ildemaro Vargas.
Second baseman Ildemaro Vargas.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This to third, and it's just foul. That was close. The 0-2. That's a little bit low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. just
that's down.
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. Stays alive. And he walked him. And after that long battle, he's aboard representing the tying run.
First baseman Carlos Santana.
Aye.
Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In there, sets him down on strikes.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
One out man at first. Here's the catcher, James McCann. 1 for 2. Now a rip into left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Runner around third. He'll score. The Diamondbacks tie it up.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Geraldo Perdomo will hit next. Grounded to third, could be 2. Rojas for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. D-backs with a run-scoring double. All even now at 1-1. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 6th. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the air, right field. Carroll takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
Check swing. He held up. Ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering is fouled back. That one misses, and the count is 2-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Takes it in for the out.
Up next,
And here's a
for
look
the
at how
Dodgers,
he's using his
third
pitches in this one.
baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Check swing called strike. And that's strike one.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 2 down, nobody on. Inside, almost got him. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New pitcher for the Dodgers,
Number
Alex
51,
Vesia.
Alex Vesia. Leading off for Arizona, center fielder Alec Thomas.
And a foul ball. Vesia, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. This one popped up. And there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Jorge Barrosa.
Stepping in, Jorge Barrosa.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one way inside.
That's ball 2. Hey.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Grounds one to short. Betts on to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
Outside low, ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on.
That's outside.
And that's
that's
outside. Ketel Marte waiting to hit for the D-backs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Score remains tied 1-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, set for the last half of the seventh. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Ball.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hoffman also throwing. Off the mark there. Ball 3.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. And the go-ahead run is on base. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Eduardo Rodriguez won't go any further, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New
Arizona,
pitcher on now,
number
Taylor
45.
Clark.
Taylor Clark.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. The 1-1. And that clips the inside corner.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Go ahead run on base. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Barosa under this one. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
First offering way inside, almost got him. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. That is the inning. One left for LA. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Klein. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte.
Right through there for a strike.
Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, is getting loose. Number 78 getting cranked up as well. Swing and a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Slams into the wall and hangs on.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
That clips the zone. Strike one.
Now this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Pajes on the move. And there are two down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Carlos Santana.
Now Carlos Santana. 0 for 3 in this one.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And he pumps it a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in L.A. and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Breaking ball inside, and that's ball one.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That misses. Ball three. And there's the automatic. Swings through that.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. And that is out of play. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And now it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Another 1-2. And that's
Nope, that's off
outside.
the plate. Ball 2.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2. Base hit into right center. Lead runner around second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-fer to start the season and get into a slump.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Rojas wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Line drive. He's got it.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Line drive to short and caught.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Taylor Clark will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for Arizona.
Now on the bump, Andrew
number
Hoffman.
56, Andrew Hoffman.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he could turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No swing, just held it back there. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That clips the corner.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Two on, 2 outs. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. To the right side, and it goes just foul. The 2-2. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Hernandez on third. Call on at first with 2 down. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the D-backs catcher, James McCann. And McCann fouls it off. The 0-1.
Ball one.
And a ground ball to first. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. That one missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. And now, Geraldo Perdomo, known for his late inning heroics. The shortstop takes a ball. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Snags it on the run. And that is that. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. There's a strike to Mookie. Activity in the bullpen. Paul Sewald up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo.
Ball.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Outside with a breaking ball. That one inside. Look out. This one in the air, center field. Thomas gets there. He's under it. Brings it in.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 for 3. On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Double play, and we're headed to extra innings.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Back here in L.A., we're in extras here. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Inside ball.
Man at second.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder Jorge.
Now a move being made at second base. Here's the pinch runner for Arizona, Jordan Lawler, getting a little more speed out there. He represents the go-ahead run. That's a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The D-backs with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Diamondbacks with the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of the 10th. And he hits a ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. The 1-1. Oh, and he hit him.
That ball got him.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the designated hitter Ketel Marte.
Right through there for a strike. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez settles underneath it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left on to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied 1-1. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the bottom of the 10th. Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit.
At the ball.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. Just missed.
I know it's 3-0, but I'm letting him swing here if he likes the pitch. Why not?
Teoscar Hernandez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
That one finds the zone. 3-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
In the air out towards right center. Thomas sizing it up. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Line drive, base hit. Across is the winning run, and the Dodgers walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.